So there's a concept I was playing around with years ago, and the concept is simple: my best self. So basically, I was asking myself, what are the things that when I applied them and lived them in my life, I was being my best in that area? It could be anything. It could be health, fitness, the inner game, the outer game, the whole tapestry of my life itself. The way I look at it is this: look, we've all lived long enough and have enough life experience to know what works best for us, at least at this point. What makes our lives zing, what makes us zing, in a way that when we look back, we're part of the results. And the result is us. It's our experience of life itself. It could be anything. Life is like I said, a tapestry and all the threads that weave through, and where are we being our best? And looking back and we see the results, we are so damn proud or so impressed or just grateful for it. So I'm starting this room to share what I found, what makes me my best, what I've learned from others as well. And I would love for you to join in and share the same here.
Yeah, I love this. Paul Saginaw, one of the founders of Zingerman's Deli out in Ann Arbor, Michigan, in their early books, he had a line that was, they did the things that other people know that they should do, but don't do. For instance, driving to Chicago every morning, no matter what, in the cold northern winter to get the right bread for their sandwich, just because it was the best. It was the only way to do it. And I think that concept can absolutely be applied to oneself with some compassion as well. I have a hard time with that last part.
As I reflect on this question, when am I my best self? What comes to my heart first is when I truly believe in my greatness. And this is not to say that sometimes I am not great. I definitely have my shortcomings or my lapses in awareness, presence, compassion, so on. But there's more times than not when I am so aware and so connected to the greatness in my heart, the pure heart that I have, the gift of me. So when I connect to that, when I can remember that, and sometimes it becomes work, actually, because there's a lot of opportunities to feel so much more there's left to do, or things I want to share or accomplish, or all the wants and desires, or I wish I could help so much more and touch many more people than what I've been able to do with my work. So when I still look at all that there is ahead of me, I feel very, very, very small. And at the same time, when I can connect to the greatness that lives in me, I feel I am my best. And I can move, think, feel, be from that place that knows that who I am. And everything I do, even little baby steps in the direction of who I'm becoming, is grounded in that sense of being my best self. So I think I am my best self when I remember who I am.
I think I'm going to sound really cliche here, so fair warning. I started to become closer to what I envision as my best self from a personal growth perspective when I truly stopped viewing the world as zero-sum. So growing up, I'd be compared to my peers a lot, and as a result, I always felt inadequate. This led to a lot of envy of others and their successes, and also a scarcity mindset. It definitely took a lot of work, failure, and self-reflection to get to where I am right now, where I feel like I have intrinsic value and I have as close to unconditional love as you can get. I don't feel that scared of the world anymore. When others accomplish things in both professional and social ways, I'm genuinely happy for them. I'm able to maintain really deep, lifelong relationships with people now. I've also learned that I am my best self in relationships when I don't feel like I have to trade off between intimacy and freedom. I've been in relationships in the past where I felt like in order to be with this person, I had to give up a part of myself to fit within their orbit. I didn't have as strong of my own personal orbit going. So in order to get intimacy, I had to sacrifice freedom. But the best relationships are ones where these two parameters actually strengthen each other. And those are the only kind of relationships I'm open to these days and forever going forward.
So true. I found that anything to do with nature and the human body makes my days better. For example, movement, sunlight, cold exposure, heat exposure, just fresh air, anything like that. I mean, we are upright primates, so to speak, and so I think we've lost a lot of that in a modern day and age, and we almost have to bake that into our schedules and make sure we get it. Because my day is definitely better when I apply all these.